Good afternoon. I'm Sean Yao, and this is One News Now. PDP Laban Secretary General Melvin Matibag claims that the ruling party was not just formed for the sole purpose of opposing the Marcos dictatorship. Matibag said this in response to Senator Coco Pimentel, who denounced PDP Laban's endorsement of Marcos Jr. PDP Laban was founded by Senator Coco's father, the late Senate President Nene Pimentel. Matibag added that their party members
Di naman po tinayo lang yan para kontrahin ang mga Marcoses noong panahon na yun, kundi para magkaroon po ng mabuting buhay ang mga tao.
Matibag added that their party members had been informed about the endorsement of Marcos Jr. He said that they followed due process in choosing which presidential bet to support.
In PDP Laban, we have a process. Our process is democratic and participatory. So every decision that we're doing, we inform everyone of the decision. And whatever decisions arrived by the majority, that decision is somewhat recognized by the members.
Meanwhile, the PDP Laban faction led by Senator Coco Pimentel said they could use this to their advantage, the other group's endorsement of Bongbong Marcos. Speaking on agenda, Pimentel said they will use it to prove that the Cusi wing is unaware of the party's history. Recall that the Cusi faction had filed a petition before the COMELEC to declare Pimentel's group as illegitimate.
Makakamenos yun sa number nila who thought that, Secretary Cusi was leading them to somewhere good for their group or good for themselves. Ganun yun. But the value of this one is for propaganda. But since they are involving us, the genuine PDP Laban, we will also fight back and we will speak up.
And the COMELEC has allowed Vice President Leni Robredo to continue some of her office's projects amid the ongoing campaign period. COMELEC Commissioner George Garcia said select initiatives will be exempted from the election spending ban. This includes the OVP's COVID-19 response programs like the Bayanihan e-Consulta, the Swab Cab, and Vaccine Express. The exemption approval came 2 months after Robredo's office filed this petition before the COMELEC. We're going to pause for a quick break, but we will be back with more stories after that. Keep it here on One News. are still watching One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. The Budget Department is pulling back on its promise of 1 year of 500 pesos in monthly subsidies for poor families, saying it will only be good for 3 months. Acting Budget Secretary Tina Canda says the government will need 20 billion pesos to fund the higher payout. Canda added that budget for the 500 peso ayuda can be sourced from excess VAT collections or dividends from government corporations. President Duterte previously tasked the Finance Department to raise the monthly cash subsidy for the poorest of the poor from 200 to 500 pesos.
Yung 500 pesos a month na yan, ang kaya pa lang at this point is probably mga 3 buwan. Ang excess revenues naman na ito ay manggagaling either sa dividends ng mga government corporations or doon sa excess VAT collections as a result ng pagtaas natin ng value ng petrolyo.
The price of flour and other basic commodities remain high despite the big-time fuel price rollback this week. Shyla Francisco tells us why.
From 2 packs before, Camila only managed to buy a pack of assorted bread products in Mega Q Mart for her store. Prices of bread and other sweets have increased by up to 3 pesos. This was pushed by higher prices from suppliers due to increased transportation costs.
Binabalance lang din. Noon, ang dami kong binibili. Ngayon, medyo bumaba.
In Mega Q Mart, prices of flour have increased by up to 5 pesos per kilo. From 38 to 40 pesos last February, it has gone up to 42 to 45 pesos this month. Retailers of bread products expect further increase in prices until April.
Di po natin kayang saluhin gawa ng halos kami nga hirap din. Sa amin lang talagang tabla-tabla lang makakuha lang kami ng pangrenta sa pwesto, saka pangkain lang. Saka pang sahod. Wala. Napakahina. Mahina talaga gawa ng walang mga pera mga tao.
Consumers should also brace for a possible increase in rice prices. Retailers said suppliers have hiked prices already by 50 pesos per sack. Although retailers are absorbing the increase for now, they said they don't know how long they can hold.
Pagka tumaas pa yon, mga 100 na, magtataas na rin kami. Mabigat na rin yun kasi imbis na tutubuin na namin yun, nadagdag pa sa puhunan. Tapos matumal.
Both the Trade and the Agriculture Departments noted that the impact of higher transport costs on these products should be minimal. Instead, they see higher production costs pushing prices up. Shyla Francisco, we are One News.
In other news, the NBI has managed to recover an 8-month-old baby that was sold for 45,000 pesos in order to pay a debt to Isabong. Marty Bautista with the report.
The Nigerian national seen in this video was helpless after the vehicle was cornered by the NBI Anti-Human Trafficking Division in Santa Cruz, Laguna. Cuffed and too stunned to speak, even his Filipina live-in partner was subdued. The baby taken from the Nigerian national's hands was in fact sold for 45,000 pesos. The reason? A mother's death caused by Isabong. On his knees, the Nigerian national was on tears. His live-in partner tried to explain that they had only purchased the baby because they were affected by the death of their own child.
Kasi nga may baby ako ngayong namatay, hindi namin alam, hindi na ako nagdemanda doon sa nurse. Kasi nga sabi niya, yun nga napag-usapan namin, nahanap siya. Kasi hindi ko rin sinabi sa asawa ko dahil magagalit yung namatay yung bata, hindi ko sinabi.
The NBI, however, refuses to believe their excuse. Based on their investigation, they believe the suspects were in contact with the original buyer of the 8-month-old.
Talagang aangkinin nila na anak yung bata and according dun sa babae na kalibin netong isang Nigerian, hindi alam netong Nigerian na hindi niya anak tong batang ito na na-recover natin.
Investigations are ongoing and the middleman has yet to be found. The father of the child couldn't hold back his tears upon embracing his baby, whom he thought he would never see again. He still holds a thorn for what his wife has done.
Sabi ko sa kanya, siguro aral na yan sa'yo. Hindi mo na siguro mauulit. Kasi ikaw lang nakagawa ng ganyan. Sa daming babae, ikaw lang yata ang gumawa ng ganyan, sabi ko sa kanya. Bibenta mo yung anak natin. Kaya siguro hindi mo na mauulit yun. Kaya sinabi ko po sa
The suspects, together with the father and the baby, are currently in the NBI's custody. Those involved in the incident, including the child's mother, may face child trafficking charges.
Sasampahan din namin siya ng kaso. At yung iba pang mga naging parte ng pagbebenta dito sa batang ito, kahit na sabihin mo pang witness siya.
For News 5, Marty Bautista. We are One News.
For more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. Masks on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I am Sean Yao. We are One News.